Just remember, FPL is tough, but you are tougher. Hi guys, I'm FPL Nymphaea and welcome back to the home of FPL videos. I was a little premature with the comeback is on talk last week, back down to earth with a bump. Let's take a look at how I got on in game week 6. After all the talk in my last video about Martinez, it was all set up nicely for him to fall flat on his face, especially given it was McCarthy I switched him out for on my wildcard, and that's exactly what happened. McCarthy got a clean sheet, whilst Martinez let a Bamford hat-trick in past him. That said, Martinez did make 6 saves as well, so it could have been a lot worse, meaning he got 3 points, which is rare for a keeper that concedes 3 goals. I mean, we can't complain too much with that. In defence, Lamperty got me just 1 point towards my team total, thanks to his no assist yellow card incident thing. I didn't see it, but I heard a lot about it on Twitter. I wouldn't mind, but he hasn't got me a single clean sheet or return when he's been in my starting 11. That's really disappointing, and he's on very thin ice now. I consider myself lucky with Sace's points. He got 7 points from his clean sheet and 1 bonus point. A clean sheet because Newcastle scored their equaliser in the 89th minute, meaning Sace's early sub earned him a clean sheet even though Wolves conceded a goal. Very lucky that for us Sace owners. Robertson couldn't continue his heroics of last game week unfortunately, and as stated in last week's video, my fear of him conceding, even with Alisson back, was justified. Liverpool miss Van Dijk a lot, so Robertson needs to keep them attacking returns coming, otherwise I'm going to struggle to keep him at that price. In midfield, there was almost a J-Rod disaster in terms of him being flagged just hours after I bought him in my previous video. Thankfully, that disaster was averted, only for there to be another with absolutely no returns. My word, how poor were Everton? Just the 2 points from J. Rodriguez. I don't want to make excuses, but maybe he wasn't fully fit after all, I don't know. But with no Digne and no Richarlison, it's typical that it looks like everyone will now be piling off of Everton assets just as I've added another one to my squad. Absolutely typical. Salah was my captain this week with 2 shots off target, 2 big chances missed, 1 shot on target and blocked, and also hitting the woodwork. I have no idea how he came out of that match without getting any returns for me. So just the 2 points doubled to 4 as my captain. A little bit unlucky there, I feel. The Sunny 6 on the other hand is going very well. Another goal for him, meaning he owes me just 4 goals now to make it up to me. 11 points from his goal, clean sheet and bonus points. The eagle-eyed amongst you will also see that the captaincy curse is back. That's 3-all now as my vice-captain once again outscores my captain. So be sure to keep an eye on my social media for that. A little more on that later. Grealish has been one of those players. He's properly trolled me since I got him in. Considering I seriously considered Zaha for this spot, I'm feeling a bit gutted with Jack. He looks promising most weeks but just hasn't delivered since I got him. Just the 1 point from him towards my team total, while Zaha on the other hand seems to be ticking away nicely. Moving on to my forwards, Kane came in for a hit. He eventually got given the assist, so not the mega haul I was hoping for, but Mitro, who I switched him out for, didn't return either, and I only really considered Aguero in that spot instead, who unfortunately went off at half time and is now injured again. Oh Aguero, why do you do this to me? I mean, injured again? Really? I was so looking forward to getting you back in my team. Hopefully, just hopefully, there is a point in this season where I can get Aguero in with confidence. Let's wait and see on that one. So, of my options, whilst I didn't gain much by getting Kane in, it didn't lose me much either, thankfully. Ings was a real help for me this week. 2 assists and 2 bonus points for 10 points towards my team total. That was absolutely massive. I still can't help feeling a little annoyed that Che, since since I sold him, seems to now be the scoring god I hoped he would be in Game Week 1. He couldn't even finish his dinner when I sold him, and now he's scoring goals for fun. Would you absolutely believe it? As a cheaper alternative to Ings, can I dare let myself consider switching back again? I don't know, let's see how this one develops. Calvert-Lewin had just 18 touches of the ball during that Southampton match and no shots on target. Not surprising then that after a yellow card he got me just 1 point towards my team total from his first blank of the season. We can't really begrudge him one bad game week, can we? Nah, don't think we can. That means my 3 top scorers for game week 6 were Sace, Son and Ings. And with all of that I managed a total of 47 points, that's 43 with the -4. It's above the average of 33 but still a red arrow unfortunately. Feels like a captaincy blank this season pretty much seals a red. I'm really sorry Nimfam, I thought the comeback was on, but oh boy was I wrong. Looking ahead to game week 7, Halloween week, this is how my team is currently shaping up and it's all frighteningly boring I'm afraid. I'm going to try and make this my first roll of the season. How scary is that? I know, absolute madness, right? There's not yet been a week where I haven't made a transfer, so this is very, very new for me. And why not do it in Halloween week? That said, lots can happen in a week at the moment. You know what it's like. There's always some ghouls popping up where you don't expect them. So I'll use that transfer if any major monsters surprises crop up, which is all very possible at the moment. As for my captain, I'm tempted to stick to the spooky spectacular Salah for his match against West Ham. Then again, maybe the superbly scary Sonny or blood-curdling Kane against Brighton could be worth a shout. I feel less convinced on the captaincy pick this game week than I did last game week, so it could all be a last-minute decision this one. Either way, I'll try and get some early vice-captain team news to you on social media on account of the curse, because you know, if a curse is really gonna happen, we're gonna know about it on Halloween. Just saying. Watch out. And lastly, moving on to my trending transfers this week, let's take a look at the players in and out ahead of game week 7. Of the goalkeepers, Martinez is still the trendiest goalkeeper in with 59,000+ purchases. Mendy is the next highest with 54,000+ buys. Ryan is the most transferred out goalkeeper with over 21,000 sales. The next highest out this week is Nyland with 19,000+ managers getting rid of the Aston Villa goalkeeper. Of the defenders, the suspended Digne sees him leading the way for sales out this week with over 255,000 managers jumping off of the Everton man. Van Dijk is taking over Trent as the second most transferred out due to injury with 161,000+ sales. Chilwell is still the trendiest defender in though for a third game week running with 181,000+ purchases. Sace is also picking up pace though with over 121,000 purchases. In midfield, Zaha is the main man in this week with 192,000+ buys. Son has slipped into second place with around 170,000 buys. Rodriguez is the most switched out midfielder this week with over 80,000+ sales. Aubameyang is still the next highest midfielder sold though this week with over 79,000 sales. Up front, Mitrovic is the trendiest forward out so far this week for all the wrong reasons, with 74,000+ managers moving on the Fulham man. Wilson is the second most sold midfielder with over 56,000 sales. Vardy, despite coming back from injury and scoring a goal against Arsenal, is close to Wilson though with just over 49,000 sales. Bamford's hat-trick makes him the trendiest forward in this week, no surprise there, with 269,000+ buys. Kane takes second spot though with just over 127,000 purchases. And that's it you guys, thanks for watching. I'll be back again on Thursday with another Dream Team stream and the FPL Wildcats question and answer stream. Please don't forget to check out my sponsors of this video, fantasyfootballfix.com, and before you go, don't forget to like, subscribe and do all those fabulous things like hitting the notification bell. Until next time, Nymphria out.